Umestart? Ndio hii hapa, it's connected now.
Share the presentation.
So what you wanted it to start from here? Na hapa kamera atatoa wapi?
Tulikuwa tushamaliza. So, weka hapa webinar.
Rudisha hii kitu connected, yeah? Ishakuwa started. So, toa.
Tukipoteza link the end.
Exactly, that's the problem.
Tukipoteza link the end. Weka hii tuanze webinar. Odima, you'll talk to members. Weka hapa. Odima, you'll talk to members.
What did you want to present? But let me ask you, see, presentation you can pick from here. So you can share screen.
We can't use the link. It's okay.
Yeah. To have to set up.
Thank you. Good afternoon, members. Good afternoon, potential members of Harambe Sacco. Welcome to our today's webinar. Those who are in the East African region, good afternoon. We know we have members throughout the world. Those who are in the East African regions, karibuni sana. We say good afternoon, and all the members and non-members who are in this meeting today. Our webinar today, we are going to talk about Wafanisi. Wafanisi is a special category of membership in Harambe DT Sacco who have left formal employment and have continued being members of Harambe Sacco. As we prepare to leave employment one day, it is important that we as members, we prepare for that time. So this webinar is for all members, not the Wafanisi members only. We are encouraging all members to give us just a few minutes to listen to what we are going to talk about. So we'll start our webinar by asking you to kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel as Harambe Sacco so that we are able to serve you more in this channel. As we go into the Wafanisi topic for today, we want to give you a small background about Harambe Sacco so that we bring you up to speed with what is happening in your Sacco. As you are aware, we are just finished payment of dividend in March and April, and we are very happy that our members were able to enjoy the dividend that we paid. In our presentation today, we are talking about retiring with dignity. So as you prepare, you're working now, you need to know that one point will come when you will need to leave employment, and then how will you go home? So we'll what are the benefits of Wafanisi, and lastly, how you can do your pension to come through Harambe Sacco. In brief, for the benefit of our members and non-members, Harambe Sacco has been in existence since 1970. As at the December last year, we have an asset base of 38 billion and member deposits of 27 billion. We have a membership of 79,000 and the loan book is at 32.1 billion as at the end of last year. We have footprint, our branches in 6 areas. We have Nairobi, Mombasa, Kisumu, Nakuru, Eldoret, and Nanyuki. Who can join Harambe Sacco? We have members from the public service and the disciplined forces and parastatals and workers who have retired, the Wafanisi, and even the general public, and also chamas and groups. So if you are a member of a chama, we kindly ask you to come and talk to us so that we can see if we can bring the chama account also to the Sacco. We have very good products for chamas. As Harambe Sacco, our purpose is to empower our members to live with dignity and accomplishment throughout their lives. So that is a very powerful statement to us as Harambe Sacco, because we want you as a member of Harambe Sacco to live with dignity and accomplishment. You must achieve certain things in life. And that is the purpose of this webinar. As you are working, we are preparing ourselves to live with dignity even after when we stop working for your formal job. So we have some beliefs that we believe in. As we interview our members when they want to join Wafanisi, there are 5 areas that they keep telling us that they want. Members tell us that they want a good medical plan. So you see, when you're working, you have a medical plan. But when you stop working, you will not have a medical plan. So even you, as you are working right now, prepare yourself adequately so that by the time you are leaving, you'll be in a position to put a good medical plan or a cover for yourself and your family. The second thing we see from our Wafanisi members is issues of liquidity. You need, at the time when you have now left employment, you need to have sufficient liquidity to take care of your day-to-day bills. And these bills will not stop coming. The bills will continue, and you need to be prepared for them. The other thing we tell members is by the time you are going on retirement, try not to go into retirement with loans or debts. Go into retirement when you do not have big loans, we don't have debts. This will stress you in retirement. The other thing you need to do is to start doing something that generates income or investments that generate income for you while you are still working, because you will need that income by the time you are leaving. You will need that income in retirement. Don't wait until when you are going into retirement, and that is a common mistake that many of us make. You are going into retirement, and that is the time you are thinking of investing. So you need to start investing early. And then lastly, you need to be close to your family, your children, your spouse, and your relatives. You need to be close to these people so that at the point of retirement, you are able to relate with them well. So you need to be close, and being close means also you have a family home. Build that home while you are still in employment. Don't wait until after you have gone into retirement and then you are thinking of how you will build that home. So what is retiring in dignity? When you are retiring in dignity, we just want you to be prepared financially so that you are able to sustain your lifestyle. When you are in retirement, you will need at least 70% of your current income to continue with your lifestyle. And the question we ask members is, uko tayari? Do you have a plan of how you're going to live after retirement? It is important that we build that right from the beginning when we are still working. Your pension, from what we see, will only cover about 30% of your financial needs. And research has shown that many people who have left employment will spend all their savings within 3 years of leaving employment. So then you start living a lifestyle that was not meant for you. So you need to prepare well for that. So as you are still working, please make sure you have investments. Investments that bring in money. Kidogo kidogo tu, anza kidogo kidogo. And this is very important. And you can invest in areas like real estate. You can do passive income like in bonds and treasury bills. You can also invest in shares like Harambe Sacco, share capital. You can also invest in your deposits in the Sacco. These are going to play a very crucial role by the time you leave employment. Start building that family home, plant your trees and everything. So you are preparing yourself. The other thing we tell you as you're working, do not expect your children to be your retirement plan. So we cannot be working and we are just living and using every money that we get because we know the children are there. The children also have a life of their own. So we expect the children to be living their own life and you take care of yourself. Then when you are investing early, like in the Sacco, take advantage of compound interest. Take advantage of compound interest. When the Sacco pays dividend and interest on deposits, put that money back into your deposits or in your share capital. It will play a very big difference by the time you're leaving employment. And then lastly, as you're preparing yourself, develop yourself. Develop some skills that you can then use also post-retirement, so that when you leave employment, you can use those skills out there. Then lastly, what do you do at the point of retirement? You need to invest that money, probably with a Sacco. Don't take all the lump sum because chances are you could easily use all of it and it gets finished at once. So we advise our members, bring your lump sum to the Sacco and then have an arrangement with the Sacco so that you can be withdrawing bit by bit every month, kidogo kidogo, and whatever we invest for you, you will be earning interest on it. So we advise you, come to the Sacco, channel your pension through Harambe Sacco. Then we will be able to put in a plan for you that will be able to give you some regular income as you are settling in retirement. The other thing you need to do is seek for opportunities of how you can be offering your services. You have left formal employment with a lot of experience and knowledge. Don't just sit with that knowledge. Get some opportunities where you are able to help your community or even your Sacco, even your local schools at home, but something that will utilize that talent, that experience, that whatever you have learned, so that for the benefit of yourself and the community. Then you need also to have something that gives you income. So as you are putting that talent into use, probably into consultancy, it should be able to give you income. So as we finish the opening remarks, there are only two issues I want to talk about. One is a typical employee life cycle, which goes like, by the time you are between 20 and 30, you are just beginning your career. Sometimes you are just from college and it is your first job and you need to prepare for that. As you move from your 30s to 35 to 40, you need to start now investing. That is a point where members are supposed to be investing, you're supposed to be borrowing, you're supposed to be doing the things that will help you later on. From around 45 to 55, you should be finishing paying off the big loans, and the investments that you had put in place now start paying off. By the time you hit 60, 65, you are now ready for retirement. So that is a typical life employee. And just know that there are 4 stages in your financial journey. The first one is your financial, when you are financially unstable, financial instability. That means you do not have enough money to take care of your day-to-day needs. So you need to uplift your life from that so that you go to financial stability. You have an income, now you are employed, and you're able to take care of your bills and expenses and emergencies. You need to move yourself to the 3rd level, which is financial independence. Once you move to financial independence, it means now you have some passive income that you're able to take care of your basic needs, plus also sustain your lifestyle. Then move from that to financial freedom. So we'll go now to the Wafanisi, the main topic for today. That was just a preamble so that we talk about Wafanisi. Like I'd said in the opening remark, the Wafanisi is a special category of members who were in employment. They left employment and continued being members of Harambe Sacco. So we have quite a number of Wafanisi. Thank you very much. And in this webinar today, we really welcome you. And also those who are still in employment, we welcome you because we want you to prepare properly so that by the time now you are leaving employment, then you are also ready and fully prepared. While retiring from employment, we encourage our members to join the Wafanisi membership. So when you're about to retire, come and talk to us so that we are able to help you change from the no active membership to active membership in Wafanisi, not in employment. The other thing is that once you join the Wafanisi membership, we also encourage you to channel your pension through Harambe Sacco. We have quite a number of you who are supporting the Sacco by channeling your pension through Harambe Sacco, and we are very grateful for that. So then, once you join Wafanisi, then you continue being a member of Harambe Sacco. And how do you transition from an active employed member to an active member under Wafanisi? Well, first one we look at is that you must have retired. So this category of membership are for members who have left employment either through retirement or they have resigned. So you are no longer in the formal employment. And we have quite a number also who have resigned and are now doing their own things, but they also continue as Wafanisi. So the first condition is that you must have left your employer. The second thing is that there's a form that you are supposed to fill, is a Wafanisi joining form. So you complete that form, just fill it, very easy to fill, and then you attach 3 documents: a copy of your retirement letter, a copy of your last pay slip, and a copy of your national ID or the KDF employment card. Once you attach those, then we are able to change you from your employer's code in our system to the Wafanisi code. And then you need to make your monthly contributions as a member. The Wafanisi members, we are required to contribute 1,000 shillings as the minimum deposit contribution every month. Plus, you need to contribute towards the sink fund. So you need to pay 300 plus 1,000. So 1,300 is the minimum that you contribute every month so that you continue being an active member. How do you contribute this 1,300? We have 5 ways in which you as a member can contribute your monthly contributions. One is cash deposit. You can walk into any of our 6 branches and deposit the amount of minimum of 1,300. You can also send the money through M-Pesa. We have built a good platform. If you walk into our FOSA offices, in our offices throughout the country, or you come to our headquarters, we'll be able to show you how you can just do that at the comfort of your living room. You just deposit the 1,300 directly from your M-Pesa to your deposit account and the Sync Fund account. The other way in which you can make your monthly contribution is to come to the FOSA in any of our branches and put a standing order. So you can do a FOSA standing order to be making your monthly contribution. Probably when the pension comes in, then 1,300 is deducted and taken to your contributions. The other thing you can do is to put a bank standing order in your bank, and also the last one, the 5th one, you can do a direct debit from your bank account. The only thing you need to do when you're dealing with the bank standing order and the direct debit is to ensure that you know the cost that the bank will charge you. I have seen situations where a member is charged 1,600 to transfer 1,500. So then it doesn't make economical sense to do that. So we urge you, before you put the bank standing order and the direct debit, please know the charges from your bank. If they are punitive, then you can just, instead of paying 1,500 to the bank and 1,300 to the SACCO, then you can just pay 3,000 to Harambe directly using your M-Pesa so that you make a saving. So once you have joined as a member of Harambe Sacco Wafanisi membership category, there are many benefits that you will then get. The first one is that you continue getting SACCO loans. From your other incomes and from your pension, you're able to sit down with our team, we're able to go through your request, and at the end of it, we'll be able to advise you and even give you a loan. Many Wafanisi members have continued taking loans. So we urge you, if you have not joined Wafanisi, please join Wafanisi so that you can also just continue getting your loans in the normal way. When you're applying for loans, we normally ask you to just give us your 6 months bank statement, so then we are able to analyze the income that is coming in every month and how much you are using, so we can determine from your bank statement how much is available towards loan repayment. It is not a complicated matter. It's a very simple process. We'll be very open with you as we analyze your bank statement. So come and talk to us. We'll be able to guide you on that. The second benefit is that you continue enjoying full benefits of the Sync Fund arrangement that we have. We have a Sync Fund. The members know it. For the benefit of non-members who are listening, we have an arrangement with our insurers, and we insure our loans. We insure our loans in case a member passes on, then the loan is paid by the insurance company in full. We also have rider to that loan guard policy. We also have a rider that adds other benefits. A rider means other benefits that ride on that policy, that the deposits that the member has in the SACCO are also insured. So in case we lose a member and the member had maybe invested 1 million Kenya shillings in the SACCO, the insurance pays another 1 million, and then the next of kin, the family of the member, we give them 2 million. In short, we double your deposits. The third benefit is that we cover the member himself or herself. In case we lose the member, then the family is paid immediately an amount of 130,000 to help them with the burial arrangements. That one is paid immediately to the next of kin. Then the fourth thing that we cover is the family of the member. We will cover the spouse, the children, and the biological parents of the member. In case a member loses a spouse, the SACCO will pay them 70,000. In case a member loses a child, the SACCO will pay 70,000. And in case a member loses a parent, a biological parent, then the SACCO will pay that member 30,000 shillings. So these benefits still accrue to you as a member in the Wafanisi category. The third benefit is that you continue earning your dividends, and this is a way of passive income that you continue earning. In 2024, the dividend that we have just paid in March this year, we paid 15%. So you can imagine earning 15% on your share capital. We have members who have share capital of 100,000, some even have 500,000, some even have 1 million and more. So if you have, let's say, 1 million, you earned a dividend of 150,000. In retirement, dear members, that is very good money. So we urge you to continue putting money in your share capital so that you can take advantage of this high dividend that the SACCO is paying. Also, as a member of Wafanisi, you continue growing your savings every month. So as your savings grow every month, you are also getting your financial stability, because if anything happens, you have a fallback position. If you have an emergency, you have a fallback position where you can come to the SACCO, we can give you part of your deposits, or we can give you a loan so that you continue enjoying those benefits of that deposit. But more importantly, you also earn interest on this. So you earn interest, like last year, we paid an interest of 9% to our members. This year, we plan to even pay better than that. So apart from that, you are eligible also to join the Wafanisi health cover. We have negotiated with the insurance companies, and we are giving a very good health cover to our members in the Wafanisi category. So take advantage of that, because we know at the point when members are retiring, miaka pia imeenda sana. Your bodies become weak, start becoming weak, and then health issues start arising. At that point, you need a very good medical cover. Come to the SACCO, sign up for this Wafanisi health cover, and it will be able to help you. We have a very good one, and the premiums are quite affordable. You can actually pay the premiums using your dividend. So when you get your dividend in March, you just use it to pay for the premium of the Wafanisi health cover. And then now you are covered, you and your loved ones. You are covered medically, because the biggest portion of people who have retired, they spend the biggest portion of their money on health issues. So you will get a good relief once you join the Wafanisi health cover. And we encourage you as our Wafanisi members, come and talk to us so that we can enroll you in this program. The other benefit that you get is that the SACCO is organizing Wafanisi Day in every county. So we will have our Wafanisi Day in every county at least once every year, whereby we bring together our Wafanisi members, and then we bring some health experts to give you a talk, and also we have a clinic to assess, do for you a general health assessment to know how your health condition is at the moment. This is very important, because you realize a lot of people don't go for medical health checkups. So we are starting this program, so we'll be going around to make sure that Wafanisi members, health of our Wafanisi members has been taken care of. So the other thing we'll be doing in those forums is that we'll be able to give you a talk about the SACCO and how you can invest. So we will be able to help you uplift your economic standards. So we ask you to please take advantage of this. The other thing is that, the other benefit is that, the seventh one, is that the SACCO has created a very good and a reliable network. that will support you in your businesses. Because we know many of you are in business. We have put in place partnerships that will help you achieve your business goals. We have negotiated good rates for you as our members and also our Wafanisi members, so that you will be able to get good rates. Very soon we'll be launching products that will be able to show you some of these developments that we are doing, but we already have them. Those who want land and properties, we have Harambe Investment Cooperative. Quite a number of you have purchased plots and land throughout Kenya using Harambe Investment Cooperative. We also have joint partnerships with suppliers of motor vehicles and tractors in case you need a vehicle, a pickup, a lorry, or even a matatu to start your business or boost your business. Come and talk to us. So these are the networks we have put in place that will be able to assist you to develop yourself. This is for both Wafanisi members and also for the active members who are still in employment. Then remember that we give you very competitive interest rates. So interest rates are very competitive. When you bring your lump sum to us, we're able to invest it for you, and we give you an arrangement where we can be paying you some interest every month so that you can just continue, but you're not using all your money at once. And then remember what we talked about, that research has shown, this was done by RBA, Retirement Benefits Authority, that if you take your pension lump sum, all of it at once, chances are by the third year, you'll have finished everything, and then you go back to struggling financially. Then lastly, you need to know that this year we are inviting you to the Wafanisi National Chairman's Lunch. The Wafanisi National Chairman's Lunch, we have invited you, some of you, we are continuing to invite you, some of you have been called, we have even asked you to come to our offices. So we are having lunch for Wafanisi members, and they are going to start from 13th of May this year. So we have the Coast Region. The meeting will take place on 13th of May at Pride Inn Paradise Hotel in Mombasa. Those in that region, you have been invited, and we look forward to seeing you there. In the North Rift, we will have the meeting on 16th of May at Eka Hotel in Eldoret. In Nyanza and Western, we shall have the meeting on 19th of May at Grand Royal Swiss Hotel in Kisumu. For Central Rift, that is the Nakuru area and that area, we're going to have the meeting on 22nd of May at the Sarova Woodlands Hotel in Nakuru. Then we have a meeting that will take place in Embu on 28th of May. This will take care of Upper Eastern, the Meru area, and Embu and parts of central Kenya. The meeting will take place on 28th of May at Nokras Hotel in Embu. So the meeting for the Upper Eastern, Lower Eastern, and parts of central Kenya, the nearest town, which is a bit central, is Embu. So we'll have the meeting at Nokras Hotel in Embu. Then we have finally Nairobi from 3rd, another meeting on 4th, another meeting on 5th, and the last meeting on 6th of June at the Safari Park Hotel. So these meetings are meant to help you come together with the other Wafanisi members and the SACCO management so that we look at your issues. What help do you want the SACCO to give you? If it, let's say, for example, is medical, what challenges are you facing? What would you want the SACCO to do for you? If it is investment, you may be having challenges with your investment. Maybe agribusiness, maybe in transport, maybe in manufacturing, maybe in small business, trading or selling here and there. What can we do for you? Plus also, it is a forum where old friends will get to meet together So you're able to see your former colleagues and chat and talk and laugh. And on top of that, there will be the chairman's lunch. So the lunch will be taken care of by the SACCO, but it's more of a social meeting where we are inviting you to come. So lastly, I want to take a few minutes and just talk about pension and how you can bring your pension through Harambe SACCO. So the first thing you need to know is that at the point of retirement, you will be required to do some clearance at your employer. When you are doing that clearance, there is a form. It's called commutation of pension option form. You are supposed to fill in that form together with your clearance form and hand the two forms over to your employer so that the processing of your pension can start. When you fill that form, you're supposed to attach a copy of your ID and a copy of your bank plate. That is the ATM card. Then you submit these forms together with a clearance letter from Harambe SACCO showing whether you have a liability or not, so that this can be forwarded to Treasury. So that is very important, and we urge you to make Harambe SACCO the choice where you want your pension to come through. So you fill in your clearance letter, we will give you the clearance or liability letter from Harambe SACCO, either it's nil or with some liability, and then you fill in the commutation of pension form and attach a copy of your ID and a copy of your ATM card. That is the ATM card that we normally give you in FOSA. Then you submit that to your employer, then your pension will be processed and brought to Harambe SACCO. We have also had situations where members want to change their pay point from where they are receiving maybe in a bank and they want it to come to Harambe. There is a form, it's called change of pay point or change of bank account request form. You must know your pension file number. So if you don't know it, you can also ask us, we can help you to get your pension file number, and then you fill in that form and you attach your bank statement for the last 6 months and you give us those forms and the statement. We will then scan the form and the statement and send it to the Treasury. So the statements from your bank need to be stamped and signed by the bank. So that is all you need to do to change your pay point. Members have been saying, how do I change my pay point from wherever it is so that I'm able to get better services in Harambe? Come to us at any of our FOSA branches. Come to us in Nairobi at customer service area on ground floor. We will then be able to guide you on how you will fill this change of pay point, and or the other form for bringing your pension. Will be able to help you for achieve your goal of transferring your pension or bringing your pension through Harambe SACCO. So once you do the pay point, you attach everything, we will be able to do the rest, and we will make sure that the pension comes through Harambe SACCO. So once the pension has been received, there are 3 things that then happen. Normally, the pensions department will give you an advice in form of a letter or a voucher showing the total that you have been paid, both lump sum and the monthly that you will be paid, and the bank account details where that pension has been channeled. In most cases, the ones we see you have channeled your pension to Harambe SACCO. Once you receive that letter, we kindly ask you to bring that letter to the SACCO. Any of our branches, take a copy of that letter and submit it to us, because without that letter, we have received money in our bank account and we don't know whose money it is or this money belongs to who. So we ask you kindly, once you receive that advice letter, bring it to the SACCO. You can also scan it and send it via email. We will give you the email address. It is info@harambesacco.com. Again, I'll repeat, the email address is info@harambesacco.com. So if you are, let's say, in Migori and you have received that letter, you don't have to travel. save that money because you need it. Just go to a cyber, scan that letter and email it to Harambe Sacco through the email address info@harambesacco.com. Once we receive that letter, we'll be able to process your pension and pay it to your FOSA account the same day, immediately. So you get your lump sum and also you start receiving your monthly payments. Finally, there are 3 important notices that we give, is that once you start receiving your pension, the next month it comes and the subsequent months that the pension comes, you don't need to contact the SACCO. We will just process it once we receive the payment advice from Treasury, the byproduct, then we just post and you get an SMS telling you that informing you that the pension has been credited to your account. The other thing is that Treasury will normally do periodic verification or vetting, and you will be requested to submit your bank details and bank plate. So whenever you see the SACCO asking you to do that, please just bring it so that we do that. And then lastly, when a pensioner now passes away, the beneficiaries are required and notified, are required to notify the SACCO of the passing away of the pensioner so that the beneficiary, that is the spouse or the children, can continue receiving the pension for another 5 years. So that brings us to the end of our presentation today. I have a few questions. I've been asked to give more details on the medical cover. The medical cover is a scheme, is an insurance that we have taken on your behalf as Wafanisi members. Just come to our offices. We'll be able to share more details with it about the cover and what can work for you. Because we have given options. If you want option 1, option 2, option 3, you pay a certain amount for option 1, a certain amount for option 2. So all those details, just come. Whoever has asked this question, you can also give us your email address. Then we'll be able to email you the details or your telephone number, and then we'll be able to call you back and give you the information. The other question I have is the same. How much is the Wafanisi health cover contribution per month? It's a premium that you pay once off, and we'll be able to give you the details. From the scheme that we have, the lowest is about, I think it's about 20,000, between 12 and 20,000 per annum. So this you can pay comfortably from your dividend. Now, the other question I have is, can I access emergency and school fees loans immediately I become a Wafanisi member? Yes. When you want a loan, like I said earlier in the presentation, there are certain things that we look at. You need to have active income that is coming to your account so that you're paying the loan from that income. And that's why we ask for the statement so that we are able to see. In case you do not have income and you have just retired, we also have an arrangement where you as a member can apply for part of your savings, not as a loan. This is refunded to you because we are fully aware that you have retired, your salary has stopped, but your pension has not started coming. Your financial obligations are still there. So you are allowed to come to the SACCO, sit with our team, we're able to give you a refund, part refund of your shares immediately. So in case you don't have income and you want some money to pay school fees, you don't need to take a loan. You can just come, we look at it. But if you have a way you can pay that loan, then we would be glad to give you. But once your pension starts coming, then now we have something we can look back to, and we can ask you to take a loan, and then you pay using your pension. The other question I have is I'm required to explain where one has put lump sum amount on retirement and could be withdrawing bit by bit. Is it like the money market? Does the plan also exist for members still on payroll? Yes, we have these arrangements where you can invest your money with the SACCO, and we pay you regular interest. We have quite a number of members who have put money on fixed deposit, and every so often, maybe after 6 months or after 3 months, they roll it over and we pay you your interest, and you are able to maintain your capital. Does Cooperative Bank charge a standing order on Harambe Sacco? Very good questions. Thank you very much for the questions. You need to go, the member who has asked this question, go to the bank and ask them, if I want to put a standing order to pay my monthly contributions to Harambe Sacco of 1,300, how much are you going to charge me? My advice to you, if it is more than 200 shillings, you are better off not putting that standing order. Come and give us that money through M-Pesa. It is better that way until your pension starts coming and maybe you have taken a loan. But go and talk to your bank so that you are able to know the details. Now, the other question we have is that if my pension does not come from Treasury, it comes from, let's say, AO Minute. Thank you for this question. Probably you need to give us your details so that we can advise you on how you can advise the person who is paying you this pension, AO Minute, on how they can channel that through Harambe Sacco. It is similar to the way we are saying change of pay point. So we'll just give you the details of Harambe Sacco. You take them to AO Minute, and then they will be able to give you, to transfer your pension to us. Allow me to just give you a few details on the medical scheme that we have. So we have a medical scheme that will cushions our members. Quite a bit of our members have signed in for it. And we have option 1, where members are supposed to pay a premium of 7,500, and it covers you for inpatient of up to 100,000, and other benefits like outpatient, maternity, dental, and optical. Then if you take option 1, and it is you and your spouse, that is member plus 1, then you pay about 10,300, and it covers you and your spouse. So if you take option 2, you pay about 8,500 for the whole year, and then it gives you a cover for 200,000 and inpatient and maternity and dental enhanced almost to about 200,000 more. And then option 3, you can take an option where you have inpatient of 300,000, and then you pay 9,500. Option 3, if it is member plus another member, family member, then the premium is 14,000 only. This you can pay for yourself from your dividend every year. So I've answered all the questions. If there are any more questions, you can submit your questions so that we are able to continue. I think our parting shot for more questions to come, and we still have about 3 minutes, is just to let you know that the SACCO is here for you. We have put in place very good systems that will help you in your health cover and also in your investment plans. More importantly, we are asking you, if you are still in employment, please invest more in the SACCO. Take advantage of compound interest, like we had said earlier. Save more and more. We have seen situations where in about 10 to 15 years difference, a member who is getting dividend every year and taking out everything will live with something like 1 million shillings when he or she retires. But when the same member puts the dividend back into the SACCO, everything, you plow it back. In a difference of about 15 years, The first member will go home with about 1 million. This other member will go home with about 8 to 9 million Kenya shillings. So it is important that you take advantage of the compound interest. We have received another question about pension and how to access loans. Like I had said earlier, thank you very much for this very important question. The first thing you need to do is that we will look at your ability to repay this loan. We'll look at your pension and your other incomes. What does that mean? When you are doing your other businesses or activities that bring in money, we request you to bring that business account to Harambe Sacco. We are able to see your business transactions every month, every day, every week. Using that, together with your pension, we are able to give you a very good loan. So we look at your bank statement or your FOSA statement and your business account statement. We look at all that, and then we are able to do an assessment and say, out of this money that comes in, the member uses this much, and this is what is left behind to pay the loan. So we are able to work backwards and say this member can then qualify for a loan of this much. So what we are asking our members is, whether you are a Wafanisi member or still in employment, bring your business account to Harambe Sacco, so that we are able to then use that business account to give you loans, not only your payslip. Now we shall not be looking at 1/3 only. We are able to use this business account to give you a loan. We have members who have come here and have been given loans to support their businesses. There are people who are doing serious agribusiness. There are people who are trading. They are our members, and we have given them loans to trade. There are people who have invested in the transport sector. They have lorries, they have buses, they have matatus, they have Ubers. You as a young man who has just gotten employed, what stops you from coming to Harambe Sacco and we finance for you 2 or 3 Ubers? You start with one, and then that is your side hustle. Bank that money with the Sacco. After about 2-3 years, we shall be using your business account to assess how much loan we can give you apart from your payslip loan. So I like this question very much. Not only the pension, your other incomes can also give you a big loan in Harambe Sacco. So we would, unless there are any other questions, we are not seeing any questions from the chat box. So we want to take this opportunity to thank you very much for being part of this webinar. This is a continuous process that the Sacco is doing to make sure that we reach out to you as members. We make sure that you are served properly wherever you are, and you also get a feedback channel to talk to the Sacco. Thank you so much for listening to us today. For the benefit of those who came later, my name is John Odima. I am in the member services section, and we serve members with a lot of pride and happiness. So thank you very much for attending our webinar today, and we wish you well for the rest of the day as you proceed on with your other activities. Asanteni sana. Thank you.